Welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast 2.0. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
So you can shut the fuck up, you punk ass bitch!
Watch your profanity.
Hey guys, welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast. My name is Carlo.
Darian, Nick,
Tom,
And we have Joe with us, but he's taking a shit.
usual Joe.
He said he's going to cut that, and then in the middle of the podcast, we're also going to fucking mention he's taking a poop.
I think we should just bring it up multiple times. This way, like,
right?
he has a hard time cutting it.
Yeah, he will have a hard time.
Podcast,
Just the whole episode is us talking about him taking shits.
right?
Hey, Joe, how's that shit going?
Hopefully really well.
Is everything coming out all right?
Either way. Either way, while Joe's taking a shit, Nick is back with us, and he's telling me that he's gonna be more of a frequent flyer on the Designated Drinkers plane.
Nice.
So that's fucking great, man.
Yeah.
On the plane.
But you gotta start bringing more guests. We all gotta start bringing guests.
It's a car pun.
Dude, I'm trying. Everybody I know is a flaky fuck.
Fucking
Speaking of which,
sissies.
like I said, me and you need to talk about
today
Matt. And
we'll talk about
yeah.
Matt. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk.
We'll get something figured out.
Yeah. We'll be doing. We're about in a few minutes. We're probably gonna start our battle of the beers. And as you guys, if you guys listen to one of our older episodes, we're going to be doing the Designated Drinkers Battle of the Beers League. So that's fucking exciting. So I'm wiping all the scores clean.
Because he lost.
The last season is over.
It's because
brand
he
new
lost.
season has begun today.
All the way to June 1st.
All the way to June 1st. So make sure you dial in on June. Well, June 1st is when we're going to record. And then the episode should probably come out June, like, I don't know, what's the Thursday of that June.
Yeah, so I mean, you'll get plenty of episodes, especially
you'll get
since we
plenty.
record 2 at a time.
Right. So you'll get plenty of episodes for the season. And those will get cut in throughout. So then that way, maybe because of how many we record, we might have to do one at the beginning, one at the end or something.
Can we just say this is like honestly my favorite game that we play?
I know, right? I'm excited that we ended up coming up with it.
I'm really glad that we started doing it.
Yeah, me too. Battle
Now-
of the Beers is fun.
Coming soon to the Designated Drinkers Podcast, we are going to be playing a game called Orgasm or Labor.
Tom made it up, and it's pretty fucking. We were playing it yesterday. It's pretty fun.
Believe it or not, it's a lot harder to find those sounds on the internet than you would think. So it's at a delay. We were going to play it today, but we are not now. So it's going to be a couple weeks.
You should just look up labor sounds from movies. A lot of times that happens.
Dude, I went on the internet and I typed in labor sounds. I got nothing. I found like the same video over and over
Why
again.
don't you use what you should have just looked up women in labor.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that video.
Yeah, well, you're going to
Just
have
close
to.
your eyes.
Just close your eyes.
That's
yeah.
why I didn't want the video. Like, I wish that we had like a video recording of the podcast, so this way we could have done the pictures. Because it's a lot easier to find labor faces and orgasm faces than it is videos, which I was extremely surprised about. But the faces, dude, it's funny because there were a couple where like I know Ashley didn't guess a couple of the faces. She was like, "That's
she
definitely
couldn't.
an orgasm." I'm like, "No, this
No,
lady's
I
in
did-
labor."
Hey, by the way, I was 100% right on all of those.
You
I'm
were
just
wrong
gonna-
on one of them.
Was I?
Yeah.
God, whatever. I was wrong on one of them. Every single one, I was like, labor. And Ashley's like, no, that's an orgasm. And Tom goes, no, that's labor. I was like, I can tell. I can tell.
Because he watches it.
That must have been
in his free time.
That must have been like the best
Bunch of
labor
laborers.
experience, like because their face doesn't even look like they're in that much pain. It's just like,
That was kid number 4.
dude, yeah, it look,
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
it looks like they're just taking a shit. Like you know how when you have a really good shit and you just get that amazing shit face like Joe's having right now in the bathroom.
Oh, my God.
But-
We're going to finish this episode before he's back.
Yeah, we
Joe's
are.
going into labor right
Here's the thing: Joe takes extremely long shit. Sometimes
does,
when we
man.
play Xbox, he'll go into the. He's like, "I'll be back in a couple minutes," and then 40 minutes later, he comes back on. He's like, "Sorry, I had to shit." And we're like, "You left like 40 minutes ago."
The one thing I'll say is, if I tell you I'm going to poop, I'll tell you my length. And I won't tell you, like, it's going to take me 25 minutes. I'll go, all right, I got to take a quick shit. But when I say I got to take a bad shit, that means I'm going to be there for, like, 45 minutes to an hour. just trying to get it all out because it's been building.
Looking
up.
at Facebook.
Yeah, looking at Facebook. Usually, but because it's stray poops, you get stray poops. Like you're pooping.
Yes.
Yeah. You're pooping, and you're like, I think I'm done, and you're like,
You start to
I'm
wipe,
still on my
and then all of a
phone.
sudden you're like, whoop, there it is.
No, not even, dude. I'm on my phone, and then I go, oh, there it is. All right, yeah, I think I'm done now.
What Nick just said is literally the worst thing that can possibly
You're
happen to you.
halfway done shitting. You're wiping. You're like, okay, it's clean now. I can get up, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, and then
You know what?
Huge dump right after.
You know
like,
what's
I gotta wipe again.
You know what's even worse than that is when you're completely cleaned up and then you go and wash your hands and you walk out of the bathroom and then you immediately have to shit again and you're like, God damn it! I thought that I got all of it. Nope.
That's
you got a
worst.
surprise poop.
When you start walking away, it starts getting everything all around.
Ew.
You know the worst is when you have to shit when you're like at the mall, where you're like. In
I
public.
hold it.
I
don't even care anymore.
What if you're like at Cedar Point?
Nope.
Those are the nastiest bathrooms, and if you got to shit, like in the
Oh,
middle of the
you're
day-
hovering. You ain't sitting down. You're hovering.
Usually I'll hold it. I'll hold
Yeah.
it. But if it's like a,
But you gotta ride rides and everything.
I used to have an issue with taking a shit like in public places. Welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast, by the way. I used to have an issue with it when I was a kid, but now I could fucking poop. No problem. Well, it's different. Down in Peru, the public bathrooms are disgusting. I'm sorry, Peru. Your food is delicious, and I love you, but your bathrooms are fucking.
That's
gross,
why
dude.
they're gross, because the food is so good.
I don't know, man. All
People
I'm saying
can't
is
stop eating it, so they
it's
can't stop
fucking
shitting.
gross. And usually, most of the time, like, especially in Lima, it'll like be drizzling. Like it doesn't rain all the time. What I'm saying is like it drizzles, so like the ground is always wet. So when you're walking in and out of the bathrooms, it's always like muddy and like the ground is like because when you walk in, it's kind of like a little bit wet, like damp enough to like show like damp shoe prints like that are dark, but not enough to be like mud and caked on, so they don't clean it, and it always looks disgusting. It just bothers me.
You know, I've gotten used to pooping in public just because I've had to poop in some nasty places since I'm always like on the road with work. So it's just one of those things where like pooping in a porta potty is probably the most disgusting thing you'll do. in your
Yeah,
life.
because you can
Hang
always
on,
shit
hang on,
onto
hang on.
more shit.
Hang on, Joe.
Did you wash your hands? I didn't hear no running water.
Neither did I.
No. It's not even that. I'm not that kind of man. I wouldn't ask you that. I'm a good man. I'll treat you right.
Yeah, but he's like touching all your
I'm
shit.
not smelling your hand.
No,
my hand, it's
my
wet.
question,
Want your poopy hands on me?
Joseph. Why in the fuck did you not pull your zipper up when you were in the bathroom? You literally walked in here and then you went to your hand and then you pulled up your zipper.
Dude, I've done that sometimes.
Yeah,
the
I'm
fuck?
not gonna lie to you. I've done.
So
it
this
too.
is
kind of a
my
man.
question now.
I always forget to pull down up.
This
my
is the
zipper.
other.
I'm
This
not
is
gonna
the other.
lie.
This is the other flip of the coin.
Why are you looking at his dick?
Why were you looking exactly?
No, you signaled me,
I mean,
bro.
that is a
You
pretty
signaled
valid
me.
question.
Signaled you?
You signaled me. You were like, oh, and you went like that. And I was like, oh, come on, bro.
I did not see that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, well,
I
was
feel like
definitely-
you're just making up reasons to look at his dick
I'm a
now.
cock looker,
Yeah,
bro.
I think that's what it is.
Look at your cocks all
Yeah,
day.
man, we're friends. Okay,
It's all good.
It's all good.
Friends don't
Nasty
ask
cock,
other friends.
nasty cock. Yeah, all right. Nasty
Thanks.
cock.
Thanks.
It
man.
is.
Just saying.
nasty.
I pointed at all of them besides Joe.
So you've
I'll
seen.
take that as a compliment because my cock is nasty.
Yeah, man, wash it.
I need to trim, for sure.
Oh, do you? I
Yeah.
don't want to know that.
So let's talk
It
about
gets
manscaping.
It gets a little naughty.
You guys manscape? I have to.
I manscape.
I have to too. Otherwise,
I
I
have
just
to
have a
too.
random ass bush all over the place.
Yeah, I know. I fucking hate it.
I don't like having a bush.
Do you guys do?
Gets itchy, too.
I have to because like the area around my legs also gets a little extra hairy there, so I have to like trim it down a little too.
You know what
A
the
little bit,
worst
yeah.
part is about manscaping is when the hair starts to grow back and then your balls
Yeah.
are just always itchy.
Wait, do you go
Yeah.
bare?
On the balls?
How do you do it?
Dude, with a shave.
No way.
I don't go bare.
Yeah.
How do you do it without
I don't go
I don't
bare.
go
no
bare.
more.
I
cutting
trim
the
it down,
skin.
bro. That's
Yeah, I
a
trim
lot.
it down.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Trim
not
it
like
down.
fucking gouging yourself with the razor. You just go over it lightly.
Yeah, you
Oh, I
just.
kind of do that. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like fucking just gouging the shit out of your balls with a razor. I'm
So
just
you-
talking about getting the hair off.
So you
there.
guys don't go baby smooth.
I
On my
used
balls,
to.
I do. Yeah,
I don't go baby smooth.
I just.
dude,
trim
you got
it
to
down.
for the
I
ladies.
trim it down.
I trim it down. There's no
Yeah, I
like.
trim it down.
There's no like just one random long ass hair or nothing.
I
just
trim,
trim it down.
I trim down the rest of the area, but the balls and the shaft, they have to be clean, man.
Also make my dick look
Shaft
bigger.
needs to
You
be
know.
clean for sure.
you don't want that. Like, okay, just imagine if you were a chick and some dude was like, "Hey,
but I'm not a chick.
just but feel their pain for a second. Getting
I
all that
can't, I'm a
fucking
guy.
pubic. You can feel their pain. You suck all kinds of dicks.
You have proof?
What I was saying is, it's just one of those things, man. You got to, you gotta help them out a little bit. Get rid of that hair.
Yeah,
Be
I know.
considerate.
I'm just
No, it
fucking,
is.
I'm just fucking with
That
you.
would be like fucking sucking a porcupine if you just buzzed it down.
All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do Battle of the Beers. Now that Joe's back, so now we have 3 judges, so we can't have a tie.
Yeah, we can't have no ties no more.
Yeah, we can.
Today we can't have a tie.
What if
Watch me.
what if one of them decides that they can't choose?
What does that mean?
No, you gotta choose. That's
No, you gotta
that's law.
choose.
I mean,
You gotta
what if it's
choose.
up in the air?
Brannigan's law suggests.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna end up doing? I think probably
really
in the next few after my cruise and shit like that. I think I'm gonna end up buying that extra attachment for this,
So this way we could all have
so we
mics,
can that's how we can all have mics.
I really just want you to go into another tiebreaker so this way I could hear you complain about it again.
No. This is the reason.
And next-
last time,
You know,
we
next
had
time
we had,
we'll just-
we had 2 tiebreakers. and I had to go 2 times, and I got really drunk.
you know,
And then next session we record.
Really
We're starting
drunk.
a new season, guys.
you know. I gotta say, I'm a little heartbroken that you thought that I purposely made a tie happen.
You did.
Definitely
not.
didn't.
You know, you're doing it with a smug smile right now, Joe. You caused the tie
I did
because
I
you
didn't-
wanted to.
What? I think it's sad that
It's
Darian
sad that you're
and
bringing
Tom
it up.
Both thought that I didn't do it.
I don't think.
And
I don't
you
think it
do.
was on purpose.
No,
I really
It was-
don't.
It was on purpose.
I
It
don't
was
think
not.
that it
Dude,
was.
Joe,
I don't think
just
it was.
admit it. Look at his fucking face. Just
It
admit
just
it.
makes me a little sad, dude.
I just think that it's funny that like the second
cock.
the second episode, last episode when we were fucking with you and we were like, I don't know, I feel like it has to go to a tie again.
Nope, not
You're
happening.
like, no, I'm not doing that bullshit again. Like, dude, you got so defensive
No,
about
because
it.
I got so drunk, dude. I was fucking.
We're on a
Shit.
podcast called Designated Drinkers.
We're
That's
supposed
nice.
to drink.
I'm drinking. I'm not getting drunk.
Oh, you just took away all our street cred.
Oh, fuck
Everybody
off.
just like is like, if he's not gonna
He
get drunk,
took away his
why am I
own street
listening?
cred. I don't.
Oh, shut the fuck
Most
up.
of our
Don't
listeners
combine
are
us
here
in
for
there.
you.
No, last
Carlo.
time, dude. Last time I fucking puked bad, and then the
And
podcast
Angelo stole
after
your
that-
sock.
Yeah, no. And then 2 weeks later, I was still feeling it.
Oh, come
No,
on.
you
we
liar.
did. No, I'm dead serious. We did a battle of the beers, and after I was done chugging my beer, I went, I need to puke. I was like, no, hold it down, you little bitch.
It's
Don't.
because you don't.
And then you guys were like, ooh, maybe you should go to a tie. And I said, nope, you guys want to go in a tie? I'm not doing it again.
It's because you don't drink enough. You gotta drink more.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just like when people are like, I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't like getting high because then I would come off and it would make me sad. And they're like, oh, you just got to keep getting high. I'm like, that's not solving the issue there.
I think that makes sense. Listen, do you think Darian just took one pee-pee in his butt and was like, I don't want to do it anymore? He said, I like it. You got to keep
No,
doing
like
it.
you got to get past the first bad time. Then you got to be like, all right, you got to give it, the good old college try.
So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that you have to get hammered all the time, but I'm saying
I'm
you
not.
might want to get used to beer a little more.
I am. Well, no,
Or,
I'm not
just-
drinking beer because it's a lot. It's a lot of carbs for me. I'm having a Truly's, guys. We're not sponsored by them. I'm having a Truly.
But if we were, what kind of ad would you give him? What kind of sponsorship?
Truly's, don't eat a loaf of bread.
What?
The fuck
That's what it is.
was that?
Literally
It's
no
a
carbs.
Loaf of bread in a can.
Don't eat a loaf of bread. That's a loaf of bread in a can for the beer. It's a lot of carbs. It's
You
about a loaf of bread.
Wow.
I think
Okay.
it's a beer and a half. is
You know
about a
what?
loaf of
I think
bread.
you need a partner. Let's do like an ad together. Okay, so we're at a party. Tum, 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 tum.
Hey guy, how's it going? I represent Truly's.
What's Truly's, bro?
You're really big. You
What the
should
fuck
be.
does that mean, bro? I'm
Right.
a linebacker. I
Relax,
tackle
hubby.
you. I eat your face
Truly's.
for the jackassing.
And then at the end of the commercial, all you hear is the guy in the background.
Can I have that pussy, please?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
no, no,
That was a lot
no.
of dude, I didn't do it.
Assistant producer said, "Shut that down."
Give it to him! Boom, shakalaka!
See, this is what I'm saying. So that thing you guys say, give your balls a tug, tit fucker. I
I'm
feel
just
like
saying
Give it a pussy, boss.
it means man up. That's all
Yeah,
it means.
that's not a
Exactly.
bad thing, though. You're telling me to tug my balls, which is fine. You're telling me to make sure that I don't have cancer.
It's an insult.
It's an insult
Doesn't seem
because
like one.
they're saying we give them a tug so that they drop.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm a
like,
tit
man
fucker.
up.
Nick, if you were called a tit fucker, would you think that that's a compliment or an insult?
A tit fucker.
A tit fucker.
Yeah, you tit fucker.
Are you?
I don't know. I mean, I enjoy fucking tits.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think that's a.
How big are the dudes that you're doing it to?
Are they pretty hefty?
Wimpy.
Well,
wimpy,
those would
wimpy.
be mitts.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
No.
Man tits.
How do you
true.
figure? You think that woman starts with a T?
No, they're just called tits
So why do you have to put an M in front of it?
because it's man tit and it's short.
Nah, it's just
Nah.
tits.
Either way, let's do
I'm gonna
Battle
be
of the
the, no.
Beers
Before
then.
we take it away, you know what, to tell you the truth, even if it was fucking man tits, like a mouth's a mouth, a hole's a hole, a tit's a tit.
Whoa.
Just saying that.
Once you
Whoa.
start getting some hair involved,
Yeah.
no, I'm a
Every
no.
place has hair. You saying that a mouth doesn't have hair around it if it's got a mustache
All
or
I'm
a
saying
beard?
is
Or a
some
hole?
nice,
What?
smooth,
There's
bare
some holes
tits
that have
from a
some-
woman
some
compared
hair by
to
them.
some hairy.
No,
ass
hold on.
tits
Let's talk
from
about
a
the fact
guy.
that you just said fucking a mouth with hair around it.
That's the whole purpose of a mouth's a mouth, no? The whole concept of it?
Yeah, but I don't want a mustache, right?
I don't either,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying some
But
people
I mean,
don't
apparently
care.
you do because you said mouth to mouth.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Come over here. You
Joe's
little
not
tit fucker.
gay, but $20 is $20.
I mean, he's not lying right there.
Call
20
back.
bucks is 20 bucks.
Either way, let's do this. Let's do this Battle of the Beers, Nick. And for our new audience members, Battle of the Beers is a game that we play now on every episode. And how it goes is essentially we each get 69 seconds to argue a point and drink as much of our beer as possible. Whoever drinks more of their beer and makes better points wins. It's fairly simple. And then we're having a championship match at the end of the season, which is June 1st for us. And then the week that it would come out would be like June 7th or something like that. Or June 6th or something. I don't know. But either way, so Nick and I are going to go up against each other. And our arguments are going to be, did aliens help us build the pyramids? Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah, I think that was it. Did aliens help us build the pyramids? So I'm going to say yes. I don't believe it, but yes.
Wait a minute. You don't believe it?
I want to say yes. Well, not yet. We haven't started yet, Nick.
Well, I know. I just want to see, because if you're going to have a hard time covering these topics and I'm going to have a hard time covering these topics, why don't we just switch to what we both prefer to believe?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yes, let's do that. So you're gonna cover we did get help, and I'm going to cover we did not get help.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Darren, you have the timer ready?
Yes, I do.
All right, who's going to go first?
How much is on the timer?
I believe
Oh.
Nick flipped and he won.
No, he
he
lost.
lost.
Oh, he
So
lost.
actually, that was to pick the topic. Let's flip. You can call it in the air, Nick, to see who
Just
gets to
don't-
go. Who gets to pick to go first?
Just don't
Getting
fall
our-
through.
and
Heads.
See what happens? He calls heads.
Tails.
No,
I
collusion.
dropped it.
Collusion.
Collusion. That's coin
redo it.
collusion.
You gotta
That's
redo
a
it.
That
redo.
is coin collusion.
What do you want?
Heads.
Heads.
All right.
You call it.
Okay.
What do you want? You want it?
You can go first.
All right,
Hold
I'll
on.
go first. That's fine.
Okay.
All right.
It actually probably makes more sense since he hasn't played it before. You can kind of see.
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
totally
doing.
fine.
Okay.
Remember the rules. You gotta make some good points and chug your beer before 69 seconds is over.
I already explained it.
Well, I'm just saying he don't have his hand on his mug, so.
No,
Right.
I'm going first.
He's going first.
you're
Yeah, I'm going first.
Did aliens build the pyramids? Carlos' debate is no.
And then remember, you do to vamp. All right.
Don't worry,
All right,
we got
all right,
this.
All right.
One,
Just tell me when I'm ready.
2, go. All right.
Oh man, he's getting it down.
So what do you guys
Like
think is
that
gonna
dick.
happen? Who do you think's gonna get this?
You know, I
Holy
don't
shit,
know.
he's actually chugging it.
I think he's
this is a
yeah.
first.
Oh, wow.
He's coming. He's
He is,
getting
guys.
it. He's getting it.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it's all down.
Oh, it's down. It's down.
There's a little
Oh.
teeny bit left, but we're not gonna
Oh
count
man.
that.
All right.
Oh man, okay. Humans evolved from primates. We worked our asses off to get to where we are, not for some fucking fake ass aliens or people fucking saying that aliens helped us build what we fucking got already. We were able to manufacture tools. We were able to build machines that ride, and we can ride them to fucking metal. You're telling me right now that some aliens came over and then built our shit for us? That would take away hundreds and thousands of years of hard work that we put together through just to say, just for some ridiculous fucking fantasy. We built tools. We enslaved a lot of people for the pharaohs to actually specifically have what we have now, which is giant tombs that serve no purpose besides looking nice. But that's besides the point.
I like his technique, Colin.
Oh fuck.
I think he did a good job. I think he came in with some fire.
I think he finally
sucked my penis
to get that beer down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I almost didn't, dude.
I know. I saw the look on your face. I thought for a second, I'm like, he's not going to finish it, and then you manned up and down the rest of the beer, and I'm proud of you.
I saw a little fire in your eyes. I'll give you that.
Since he ended with last season with some ties, I think he actually he did it. He came through.
Well, we still haven't seen Nick's side, so
I'm pretty. He's new to this, so I'm got my hopes up for him.
Sometimes the one you don't think's gonna win can come and bite you in the snake neck.
what?
What? Drink, go! All right, Nick's next. Oh shit, I'm already drunk.
Dude.
Nick's next. He is going to say that the aliens helped us in the pyramid. And here we go. 69 seconds on the clock. 1, 2, go. Oh, and he's getting it. Oh, damn. Oh,
He's got a
shit.
full minute left.
We got a new contender in the ring.
He really opened his throat.
Yeah, he
All right,
did.
so basically, based on like carbon dating and based on a lot of Egyptologists and archaeologists,
Scientific.
there are way too many stones that are within the pyramids, especially in Egypt and in Central and South America, that are physically too big for any man to move less than 7,000 men. And considering that they didn't have modern-day mechanics and technology to move those, solid stones, especially ones that came from quarries up to 200 and 300 miles from where the location of the pyramids are, they proved that it's 99% impossible for any man or a group of men to move those stones. And if you look at every other ruins of man throughout ancient history, they're pretty much all gone. You really can't find any other ones. But if you look at the pyramids, they're almost in pristine condition 45,000 years later.
Wow.
Holy
Mike
shit!
Tyson moved the
Jesus.
fuck over.
Wow.
Don't even say anything.
No.
No.
I would like a rebuttal because scientifically that has not been proven. That is not true.
That's not the point of this conversation, though.
Battle of
but
Beers
it's
is
the
not
truth
about
or not,
rebuttals.
right?
The point of the conversation
All
is
right,
to
that's
prove
fine.
your point within the 69 seconds.
I
We will not have
I
any.
withdraw my rebuttal.
It's all withdrawn.
Okay, because I was going to say we will not have any of this nonsense. This is a serious sport here.
Serious
This
sport.
is where
It's a one-round blood sport. You go for blood. You go for the fucking jugular in the first round, or you go home.
You
sucking
will
your
be
mom's dick.
ejected.
This is where we change boys to men.
And I'll
God
tell you
damn
what,
it.
my vote, I might not believe it, but my vote goes for Nick because, goddamn, he went hard in the paint today.
Mike Tyson. Don't even go, Darian. Nick won. I picked him. It's over. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry,
Your
bro.
opinion doesn't matter.
This dude
I
came
will have
in
to
with
go with
piss
Nick.
and vinegar.
So he got all three judges
Damn,
down.
Nick, first fucking win of the season.
Damn.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I'd like to thank my family and friends. I got to thank God, the creator of the aliens. And,
Joe, please put some playoff music here in the edit because he's going on way too long for this.
That's fucking great, dude. You creamed me.
I-
I'm not gonna lie. He fucking went hard.
I think that Nick might be a sleeper in this new sport.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. The minute you switched, I knew you were fucked. I saw the gleam in his eye. He was like, "Well, since I know what I'm gonna talk about, we should switch." And you were like, "Yeah." You should have just.
yeah,
stuck with
I
what you
should have
had.
stuck with what I had, and
It
that's
would've
really what
been-
was my demise.
it would have been interesting to see what we both said, even though neither of us would have believed those.
I would have said
Yeah.
some bullshit about rocks and
And
just
then we
the
might have
weight
believed it.
and how it's not scientifically not proven.
But honestly, there are like, I don't know if it's in Peru, or if it's in.
You're talking
Chile.
about
There's those stones that are like perfectly placed together, that are like 9 feet wide.
What I think you're talking about is the Nazca lines. I don't know if they're
No.
specific stones, but in Peru we
Nazca
have
lines
these.
are awesome, too.
Yeah, in Peru we have these lines drawn in sand dunes. You've seen the sand
Yeah.
dunes themselves, but these gigantic, enormous lines that you cannot see. You can't actually see their shape until you're flying in the air.
Huh.
You have to be like
And it's amazing.
50
because,
to like 80 feet up in the air, like maybe 100 feet up in the air for you to be able to actually see them.
and those are thousands of years old. So
Yeah.
like to see that just on an aerial plane, like you can't see what you're doing.
And it could potentially,
They're perfect
yeah, that it could
pictures.
potentially. But I feel like if we had met like an alien race, I think we should have skyrocketed scientifically.
We did.
So
I guess. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah.
so here
I don't disagree.
Think about from the 1850s to now, that man took thousands of years just to learn how to make shoes, and then after that we have internet.
here's I just want to play devil's advocate. Okay, so here's my only thing. I understand. Oh, you would have to have 7,000 men to move that rock or whatever. But the other thing is I mean, they were smart enough
We're
to
innovative.
understand how to move stuff. I mean, how long have they had a pulley system?
Right, humans are innovative.
It's all about leverage. So
And-
if that's on a slant and you're pulling it, it's gonna be a whole lot
It's not
less
going to be
weight.
7,000 pounds, right?
Yeah.
So the thing about
No, it's
that
like
is,
7,000
and like
tons.
if I had gone after you, I would have brought up the fact that humans are innovative as fuck. Just because there's no records of it doesn't mean that we didn't use it. Because especially a lot of these like older generation races, they didn't write anything down. That's recent. Everything was word of mouth. Everything was taught by a pinch of this and a dash of that, and you had to figure out what a dash and a pinch meant.
Are you that meat guy now?
Huh? Yes, the salt.
Emerald
The
Lagasse.
salt, yeah, right. But it was all word of mouth, and there was no measurement systems for anything. It was you needed this round
in
piece.
Egypt there was.
Yeah,
They
yeah, but
created
I'm
the
talking about
measurement
before Egypt. You're talking about the I was thinking Aztec more than anything else.
I'm
yeah.
just saying, man. If a guy can part the Red Sea and bring his
Fuck
people
you.
home,
He can move a 7-ton rock.
he
God
can move
damn
a
it!
7
He
ton
can.
rock, man. There's a reason why Hitler wanted them gone.
Oh my God!
Damn, are these guys good at moving rocks? We gotta
They
do
are.
something about this.
They're powerful.
They
people.
made money off of it. That's
They're
why they're all
strong
rich.
men.
Yeah.
Well, but
He
like,
knew what he was getting into that day.
do you see my point though? Like, if they could have
No,
created
yeah.
some kind of pulley system
I'm not saying that the aliens built the pyramids. I'm saying that they definitely assisted man in figuring out ways to.
But there was
create
definitely aliens, is what you're saying.
indestructible.
allegedly,
Allegedly.
Well, allegedly, yeah.
because you can't say definitely if you weren't there.
I mean, allegedly Jamaicans built the pyramids. Like, it just,
What?
It's just a matter of like spinning your story.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't say definitely because we don't know.
Well, okay, fine.
We don't know 100%. I understand what you're saying,
I
but
would
I'm just
draw
saying.
my
like,
def-
Well,
Definitely.
this has been the Eddie Bravo corner, and now let's get into some different topics.
So what have you guys been up to, Nick? It's been a minute since you've been on the podcast.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Oh,
How you
nothing.
been?
I'm all right.
good talk.
Yep.
Yeah, that
You
was
realize we're in an audio podcast, right? Yeah. I'm all right. Thanks.
I'm all right. Yeah. No, but
going home, guys.
Yeah, how's everything going? You got a new job?
Yeah, I got a new job.
So that's nice.
It's nice Monday through Friday.
That's always good. 1 to 5.
No,
no,
it's
1 to 5.
1 to 5 would be awesome.
Right.
11 to 7. And,
It's 11 to 7.
Yeah.
Dude, I heard that your new show, Big Mouth, is really taking off.
Yeah. They even
Fine.
came out with a new episode yesterday.
Because you sound like Ruxin and you sound like Nick Kroll.
I don't care if any of the
I don't-
listeners didn't get that. That makes me so happy.
I don't think I sound like him at all.
Did you listen to our last episode? There was an episode where you were on, and I think Joe did a side.
Oh, did you put in the
Joe.
I did.
Joe did a
soundbite?
side by side, right?
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
And it
amazing.
sounded exactly. Even our audience, we got so many thousands of emails saying that.
Allegedly, we got.
Fuck.
Oh shit. Okay, now that all the Ruxin jokes
All
are
the
out of the
all
way.
the Nick bashing is out of the
Never
way.
be completely out.
I'm sorry, man. I couldn't help it. I loved it. Might be
No,
pushing down on the
Headphones
head.
always.
Why are
hurt
you
my
wearing a
ears.
hat? Did you shave your head?
I just didn't do my hair today. It's cold out.
Oh, we don't care about your hair.
You don't want us to see your third eye?
I don't care about hair. Look at
Are you trying to fuck us or like? It
Yeah,
doesn't
what's
matter
going
what
on?
your hair looks like.
Yeah, we don't care about your hair.
Once I put on the hat,
Take it
I keep
off.
the hat.
Take
Take
it
it
off.
off.
Take it off.
Video
it
off. I don't
podcast.
want to
This
Take
is
it off.
audio
it
podcast. We don't care. Audio podcast.
Took it
Fuck
off.
the fuck off.
at that hair.
He's lying. He didn't take it off.
Down
Hey,
to his
Joe's wearing a hat.
shoulders.
Why is nobody ragging on
Whoa,
him?
luscious hair, Nick. Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't even look like you're losing it.
I know. Going,
Damn.
Jesus
Right
Christ.
for the
Christ.
jugular.
it looks like you
Oh
put
my
on a few
God.
pounds, too.
Oh my God!
What did I say?
You said I'm losing my hair.
I can't see your hair. You're wearing a hat, asshole.
Ha
So that means Carlo did put on some
Audio
weight.
trickery.
Maybe I did
You
put on some
fat
pounds.
fuck.
Oh boy, here we go again. Let's get it going,
I'm
boys.
just kidding, Carly. You look
God,
fantastic.
no. It's too late. You can't go back from that.
I love you anyway. He still works out more than I do,
Oh
guys.
fuck. You're fine. You don't have to. You don't have to
What
fucking
a
suck up
piece of
to me.
shit! Do you hear this? He's like, I'm in way better shape than all these guys, but
That's not what I
he
said.
works out way more than I do.
Right.
I don't work out at all.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. We get it. You have that German gene. We understand. It's okay.
We can definitely tell that you haven't been working out though.
Thanks. I'm real
Damn.
tiny.
Yeah.
Just going straight for the
Tiny
throats
man.
this episode.
I guess so.
God.
Joe's been losing some weight, though. I mentioned that earlier. He looks sexy.
Joe always looks
I,
sexy.
wa- I watched it. Dude, I don't know how he's doing it either because I watched him put down like a good amount of pizza today.
Wait, what happened to the definition of my right arm?
It seems like you got a lot more definition in your right arm.
I wonder why.
Then you wouldn't know me, bro, because
It's his
definitely
left
not.
arm.
It's
Oh,
my left arm. I'm
your left arm?
ambidextrous, bitch.
Wait,
Oh,
you
so
jerk
you
off with
switch
your
back
left
and
arm?
forth. There you go.
Yeah, look.
You're taking notes while you're beating it?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Here's an ad.
jerk off hand, high five.
Hey, do you want to be cooler than all your friends? Well, then you should train Gracie Jiu-Jitsu at Hoy's Martial Arts. We've got classes 7 days a week, evening and daytimes available. If you're looking for day classes, we have classes Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday from 10 to 11. On Sunday, the class time is different. It's 10:15 to 11:15, so that you can sleep in. In the evening, Monday and Wednesday from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. And Tuesday nights from 8 to 9. Friday nights, open mat from 6:15 until 8 o'clock. Check us out on the web, www.clevelandselfdefense.com.
Oh, shit.
Lefties!
Oh, he went for the right hand, though.
You left-handed?
Nope.
No.
You really are ambidextrous.
Yeah.
No shit.
I'm only ambidextrous when it comes to jerking off.
Well, you jerk off with your left hand?
Yes.
We both do.
Why?
It feels weird with my right one,
You
so I
guys-
use my left one.
You guys are some uncultured swine.
Why?
Don't be jealous.
Well, here's a
know,
question.
right?
Do you wipe your ass with your left hand or your right
My
hand?
right hand.
I use toilet paper. That's fucking gross. Dude.
Oh, shit.
With the dad jokes.
Shut the fuck up, poopy hands.
Oh,
Is that
wow.
Mr. Magoo's cousin? Oh, Mr. Burn. Because he's still blind, so he doesn't know what to do. He's just like, oh, put my hands on my ass, and here
Are
we
you
go.
Why does it sounds like Bill Cosby?
Yeah,
Because it's really Bill Cosby.
So,
putting the poop on
Can we
my
just
hands.
can we just say? Did you guys see that post of the guy who changed his
I did
profile name to Bill Cosby and then changed his profile picture and photoshopped a picture of Bill Cosby's face over this really jacked black guy, and it said Bill Cosby updated his profile photo. It was great. I know
It's funny that he got jail time.
why.
I mean,
Well, because all that shit he did was a long time ago, right?
Ask any woman if it's funny. It's not funny.
I think it's funny,
Fuck
though.
off.
No, but the thing was so many came forward
That it be. I
that
guess.
if they wouldn't have done something.
Well, the
I
statute of
mean,
limitations is what, 5 years for that stuff?
Some of them
I
were.
thought it was like 5 years per person. Wasn't it like 45 women that came out?
Oh my god,
There's a
really?
huge-
yeah, it was a
was-
lot.
I mean, I
He
knew it
was-
was a lot,
he
but
was
I
a
was thinking
serial
around like
rapist.
15 to
No,
20.
it was a shitload.
Whoa.
He was a
That's,
serial
that's when it
rapist,
was
dude.
like, after the first woman, you're like, I don't know. She might just want money. But then by the end,
Yeah,
you're
he
like,
was America's dad, man.
yeah,
Come
but
on.
No
way.
After 45 women, you're like, okay, he's out of money after
Hey,
10.
question.
After 45 women, all right, he might have done it. I'm not convinced just
Hey,
yet.
question. Is it right to watch his show now?
Yeah,
You have to
why not?
learn how to separate the artist from because
It's a show versus a man.
But
Yeah.
he gets royalties from it.
Well,
Not anymore. He's in
not-
fucking prison.
not
He ain't getting
essentially.
shit.
The Bill Cosby estate still gets royalties, and where do you think
Yeah,
that
but
money
he
goes
does-
to?
he doesn't get
Well,
that
I know
money.
that
He-
money
yeah, he
goes to
probably
him.
He's not getting that
It'll
money,
go to
dude.
his commissary. Fuck yeah, it will.
It'll go to his family.
No,
It'd probably go to his
It'll
family.
go to his family, but it'll go to his commissary. But like the other people, I'm saying like it would. Is
I
it
mean-
right to watch the stuff once this
When was the
allegation?
last time that you saw the Bill
How about-
Cosby show?
Do
you listen to Dr.
go back? Well, I mean on TV, but no, I not specifically Bill Cosby. But how about Kevin Spacey?
I still think he's a good actor.
What about him?
He's a
Let
great
me know.
actor, minus what
Like, he
he does
should-
on the outside.
That
Is
he
messed
raped
up.
As an actor,
Guys,
he's
It's
good.
messed up.
But in his personal life, he's a little fucked up.
Well, I mean,
Same
who,
thing with Michael
okay,
Jackson.
so-
His music was great. And
so-
until he touched little boys.
who's your favorite
Allegedly.
actor? Who's your favorite actor?
I don't fuck. I tell you the truth. I don't know.
One of your favorites.
I don't know. Let's
Jack Black.
Yeah, Jack Black. There you
Okay,
go. I
Black
like
is
Jack
one of
So-
your favorite actors.
So
Yeah, he is.
hold on. So if
Fuck
Jack,
you, Nick.
if something
No, he's really
happened
underrated.
where Jack,
he is.
if something happened where Jack Black got arrested for doing something really
that
bad,
would
would you
suck.
be able to watch Tenacious D?
Or School of Rock.
Yes, because it's a movie.
It's
That's
not
tough
portraying
though,
him.
because it's big. No, it's not. It's not that. It's the fact that I don't want to help him.
I think
I'm
you
not
already own the
helping-
movie.
But think.
If- no,
it's
hang on, hang
all
on.
those royalties are just getting split up and going to everybody.
But that's not true.
It's not just going
How
strictly
about
to
this?
him.
How about this? Kevin Spacey, between allegations, actually Kevin Spacey didn't go to jail. So if you watch House of Cards, Kevin Spacey's getting royalties.
But he's not in it anymore.
Would you watch House of Cards?
He's blackballed.
Blacklisted.
Yeah.
Black-
I've never watched it in the 1st
I've
place.
heard
I don't
a lot
even
of
like
things
Kevin
about it.
Spacey.
I'm just okay. Well, fuck, dude. Who do you like? It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
no, hold on. I got one.
The
With
guy
this
that
whole
plays
thing-
Rick on Walking Dead. The guy that plays Rick on Walking Dead.
I got one better.
What? Who?
Liam Neeson
Oh, yeah.
with his shit.
No, but that.
Here's what I'm gonna say about the Liam Neeson thing. I don't think that he is fucking racist.
I don't
I
either.
think.
From what he
He
said,
was trying to explain that.
Explain
30
what happened. Explain what happened before you.
So
go to-
he was talking about a point in his life where
In an
somebody,
interview.
yeah,
His sister.
where was it his sister?
His sister
His
got raped.
sister was raped by an African American man.
Bill Cosby.
Okay, so obviously he was enraged, and yes, he had some bad thoughts. But in the interview, he even says he was like, at one point, I even sat there and thought, "What the fuck am I doing? This is stupid. Why am I doing this?"
And
I'm
that's when he
sure
stopped.
that everybody who has a sibling, if something happened to him, they're gonna go out and do
right?
some irrational
and
stuff.
I think I actually don't. I'm not. I don't want to say I'm picking a side, but he admitted to it. That means he knew that it was wrong. Like,
The thing was, he brought it up, though.
Yeah, he was the one that brought it up.
He brought it
So?
up as, like, saying,
it's kind of like an awareness
I
thing.
went off the deep end, and this is what I did, and this is why I regret
yeah,
it.
but the thing is, the whole
But everybody's
Liam
like,
Neeson
you're a
thing-
horrible person
I
for
saw-
admitting that you were angry that your sister was actually physically raped.
Yeah.
It's like, what about that part of the story?
I s-
that he wants vengeance and he wants to defend his sister's honor. Like,
Right. No.
everybody
I think
instantly goes at his throat for,
But once
like,
somebody throws the word racism out and like he put the meaning of like he went
I-
after a black guy, any black guy,
I think the whole
everybody
Liam-
just goes focuses on that and forgets 90% of everything.
Liam
else.
Neeson's case is a little tough. I'm talking about for what we're talking about. I'm talking more specifically about like somebody that was proven. Like these people are horrible people. They hurt somebody. They affected a bunch of people's lives.
Okay, I
They
got
should
That's
be
what I'm
locked
talking
up.
about.
Okay.
So, but that's the thing is like Kevin Spacey. Let's say he was one of let's say the guy plays Rick on Walking Dead. You like him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say that he raped a 14-year-old.
He needs to be locked up.
And he did, but it's too late now. He can't be locked up, and he's still on The Walking Dead. They didn't fire him. Are you gonna watch The Walking Dead?
If he was still on it, I would not watch it. No.
well, see,
I
then
mean-
there you go. But that's what I'm talking about. Do
Kevin
you think-
Spacey's not on House of Cards anymore.
Well, he's fired. But that's what I'm saying is, if you go back and watch House of Cards on Netflix, he's getting royalties from it.
Dude, I'm
so
telling
when is
you
it
ri-
okay?
We need to look this up because I'm telling you right
No,
now,
he's on
if
it.
you get convicted of
But
something,
Kevin
Okay.
Spacey's
you're not going to be
convicted.
getting that money. I'm
Kevin
talking about
Spacey-
Bill Cosby, though.
But now I'm not talking about royalties. I'm talking about money. I'm talking about, is it morally okay? And that's what I'm asking you guys. Is it morally okay to watch a TV show where you know the main person has actually done something really
What
bad?
about like all the old rappers who committed crimes like Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg?
I'm not. Yeah,
What
but
about
that's
that?
kind of
Is
the
the
same
sen-
thing. I mean,
yeah,
this
it's,
guy's
it
killed
is.
But I mean,
it is the
you
same,
still
it is
listen
the
to his
same
music.
exact thing. I
It's
don't
a-
listen to other music.
It's a huge
You've heard it, though.
gray area.
Just like, for example, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
well,
that fucking
that's
music.
not
but-
fucking music.
No, no,
That
no,
is
no, no, no.
trash.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, I kind of like that trap
Who's
shit.
that?
The trap shit. This guy was a rapper. He
Mm-hmm.
did trap music, so it's a little weird. But he got convicted for beating a woman, and he got convicted for essentially filming himself like doing some shit with him, like a
minor.
16-year-old.
I would never ever
So
listen to his music.
me, I like that trap shit, but I don't listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine because he's a piece of shit.
But before all this, would you listen
Just-
to him? Did you listen to
If
him?
he came on, I wouldn't.
But
give a
would
shit.
you?
But so
do you
the-
still listen to Michael Jackson?
No.
He never liked.
He was
mine.
proven
No,
innocent.
I have
Did
never
he?
been a fan of Michael Jackson. But that's not the point. If let's say Gambino, if something came out with Gambino shit, I'd be like, well, especially like around the time of their court cases, I'd be like, well, I don't want to help him. I don't think
wouldn't
it's
say it would
morally
be
okay.
helping him.
Well, around that time of their convictions, they're not convicted. Gray area. They're gonna get money. They're gonna get royalties.
I don't know, man. That's hard.
It's tough, right?
It's tough
I
because
don't think so.
this
I
is
mean,
my-
we're not
this
here
is-
we're not here to break that case. We're not here to think about it. But
I think-
I'm not
okay.
saying we're not. We're here to just talk about it.
I think my thing with it is like
Hey, audience members, if you wanna talk about it, let us know, man. Designateddrinkers.podbean designated@gmail.com.
My thing is, I mean, if you like it, watch it or listen to it. I mean, you just got to separate the actor
I
and or
think-
singer
I agree.
I think for
from
me,
their personal life because they weren't.
They didn't do that in the
Wait,
studio
well,
or
hold on,
on
hold on,
stage
hold on.
in
Could
the
you-
concerts. They did that.
Some of them did.
Who?
I think for me, listening to something is easier than having to look at that person. You know what I'm saying?
Like music is a little harder.
so
I get that.
so like with Michael Jackson, I still like a couple of his songs.
Oh, hey, yeah, right. And I think moving to another thing. Speaking of getting raped, what are you guys thinking of the streaming services?
Joe didn't get to say what he wanted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
shit. Well, my whole thing about it is like I think it's tough because I know what you mean. Like you look at what the guy like, whether you're listening to their music or you're watching them, you're like the whole time you could be thinking like this guy diddled a kid or this guy like forced themselves on a woman. So I think it comes down to like if you like what the product is, you shouldn't feel bad about liking it. So like if something happened, if someone that I like came out with something and I'm watching it, if I'm liking it, I can understand feeling bad about feeling like watching it, but at the same time I'd be like, you gotta just go with it. If you like it, you can't really do anything about it. That's not your fault.
Yeah, but like, what if you're
Now that's just being trying to say it's not picking a side. Unfortunately, in these times, I don't think it's fair to not pick a side.
exactly like what if you
Well
like
then,
that stuff?
if we're
You like that stuff? That Truly?
I love the Trulies.
What if you found out that the CEO of Truly euthanizes elderly people in Indonesia?
Wow, we're going
I'd-
1 to
I'd
100.
go to-
real
Jesus
fast.
Christ!
I'd go to White Claw. There's other brands.
I don't know what White Claw.
It's just
What
like
if you
Truly.
find
Okay,
out
but
that
you
they're
would,
all
like-
parts of a club that do it all together at the same
yeah,
time?
like all of
Hey
the
Diane,
busy
what if we? Hold up. What if we found out that people that tobacco companies are targeting children?
do not bring that up. No. You shut up.
I agree. Tobacco companies are.
No,
Right.
All right, we're
what
moving past
tobacco
this now.
companies doing ads?
And we're moving past
How
this
is-
now.
How is that
They
even?
they do internet ads.
I'm not getting.
Internet ad.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah, they're
They
I'm
doing
not.
send coupons in the mail.
I'm not getting another podcast full of this shit.
That
No,
shit
no.
pisses me off. I smoke Marlboros. You know how many camel
Dude,
coupons I get?
No, you know what pisses me off is I smoked for so long and I never got any goddamn coupons. The second that I stopped smoking, somehow they fucking know, and all of a sudden I start getting fucking coupons.
It's because you quit buying.
Yeah.
It's like, you motherfuckers.
I know, like if you go, like
what
when
happened
I
to
was big into
Tom?
the bar scene, they'd have all those guys.
You know
go
what?
to
You know what you
bars
should
all
do?
over.
Just
the
to
Camel
fuck with
Crush
them?
guys?
Go
Like,
buy
if you-
cigarettes?
No,
I
no, no.
agree.
They'd
No.
just come up to be like, "Hey, you guys smoke?" Be like, yeah." And then just be like,
Yeah, I
"Here,
applied multiple times and I never
here,
got those
take-
fucking coupons.
Take this quick survey, and you take
Hey,
their little survey,
Free carton of
and they just
cigarettes.
go, "Here's some coupons. We're gonna be sending some to you." I used to get them all the time.
You know, it's what you guys need to start doing is if you really want smokes, just Google how to quit smoking, ways to quit smoking, things like that, and then all of a sudden their analytics are gonna go, this guy's trying to quit smoking. Let's send him coupons for smoke.
You know what really
No,
freaked
would
me
it be
out?
hilarious if like like Amazon was in cahoots with Philip Morris? You Google like how to quit smoking, you just get one of those Amazon drones that sends you like a crate of cigarettes.
Jeff Bezos.
You know what really freaked me out today when I hopped in my car to come over here?
Uh-huh.
The second I turned my car on, my fucking phone, I got a notification. It said 9 minutes to your street. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's because that's just
It does that.
It analyzes your pattern.
It does that for
You have
my
a pattern.
work, too.
You have a pattern to get here. You have a pattern to go home. You have a pattern for work, and it knows. For example, my phone does it all the time
It
too.
just freaked me out. I didn't like
It's
it.
cool.
They're
To
like
me-
Saturday afternoons.
to me,
Tom tends to go
it's
to Carlos.
fucking cool. Yeah, on Saturday afternoons, Tom goes to Carlo's house. So I'm gonna give him 9 minutes to get to Carlo's house.
Yeah.
It fucked me up today. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
what the fuck?
it knows your people have patterns all day, dude. Every
be weird
morning
if-
I take a shit.
You know what? Now that I think about it, though,
9 minutes to the bathroom.
now that I think about it, though, I don't really drive in my car all that much anymore. Like,
Doesn't matter. Your phone thinks you're going.
no,
somewhere.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really drive that much in my car unless I'm coming over here or to my parents.
Yeah.
So it just
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just it's how
goddamn
we
it.
live now. Unfortunately,
I hate it.
machines dictate everything that we
Flip
do.
phone.
So this past week.
We're getting at the Reddit questions. That's part of why.
Oh, okay. Well, they can wait.
No, go ahead.
Because I got
Do
this.
your thing.
I was telling Carl about this the other day. I had this weird
Oh,
fucking
that
thing.
crazy story. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
man. That was good.
All right. So I think what was it? Was it on Tuesday or Wednesday?
We were talking about it on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, I was hanging out with my mom's doing laundry because it's cheaper to do it over there. We're getting out of the car. 'Cause we had some-
$3.99.
Yeah. And we got out of the car. I go inside to do whatever. And apparently this girl walks up to my mom asking, "Can you help me?" And she's like, "Well, what's going on?" And she's just like, the chick is like, "My mom's been drugging me. I need help." And my mom's like, "Do you want me to call the police?" She was like, "No." And my mom was like, "I don't really know what else to do besides tell you to call
If a
696
minor,
kids."
I'm just saying,
How
I
old
just
is
want to
this?
say, if a minor comes up to you and they say, "I need help," and then they're like, "But don't call the cops," you go, "Sure, that's fine," and then you call the cops either
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
But my
But
mom
doesn't-
didn't know what else
I
to
know,
do.
but that's just not for you. It's for our audience. If a minor at any point says, "I need help, but don't call the police," the first thing you should do is call the police. It does not matter what the minor wants. It's what's best for the minor. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And if you're Kevin Spacey, you go jackpot.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Okay.
So bad.
And so once my mom told me this, I was like, okay, I kind of get what you're saying. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, all right, I don't like this at all. So I go back outside, and I'm looking, because my mom told me she started walking down the street. Because she was like, I'll find somebody else.
Was she like a minor, or was she like
When you
17, 18?
I'll get to that point. So I'm looking. I kind of see movement down by this tree, but I'm like going like, I don't know. I wait like 10 minutes standing outside. By the way, it was fucking cold. And she goes across the street. I go, okay. I ran back inside, get my coat. I start walking down the street. And she's at this house. I just walk up nonchalantly. I go, excuse me, do you need help? She turned around. Was like, yeah. Then the lady of the house comes walking out. I was like, I started talking to her. I was like, do you want, you can use my phone to call somebody. I can call the cops if you need the cops. And she was like, no, I don't want the cops, blah, blah, blah. And when I was at the house, my mom was on the phone with the cops. So the cops were obviously coming. I'm talking to her. She's just like really distant. I'm short answers. The lady was like, do you have someplace you want to go? You got someplace you want to call? She's like, well, my friend. I was like, I'll give you a ride. And she was like, my friend lives out in Medina. I was like, that's a little bit far of a drive. I just came home myself. This was like this was like
I'll call you an Uber.
7:30 at night. This was 7:30 at night, so I'm just like,
I want to help you, but
but
Man, that's really inconvenient.
so she was like, she was being real short, and by that time my mom walks up, and she was like, because the lady at the house was like, I'd let you come inside, but my kid is real sick, and I can't, have people around, kind of thing. So I was like, you can come back to our house. I was telling her, trying to reassure her, like, I'm not gonna fuck with her or anything like that, because like I'm a father myself. I got a 3-year-old right down there at the house, kind of thing. So I was like, trying to be, reassure her that I'm not gonna, mess with her or nothing like that. And I tell her this is my mom. I gave her my full name. Be like, so if she wanted to fucking, just try to make her feel safe, because I was not liking this thing at all. At one point, I was like, would you feel more comfortable if I wasn't here and everything else. And she was like, yeah. So I handed him. So I was like, all right. So I took my coat off. I handed my mom. I was like, here, take my coat. It's cold. It's starting to get real cold outside. And I go back. I go back to my mom's house, and I told Nicole, maybe you want to go out there, try to, more women kind of thing, power women bullshit.
Moral of the story.
Oh no, it gets crazier.
Yeah. So yeah.
This-
Get to the other part. Get to the other part.
So I'm standing outside. By the time I get back, and probably about 5 minutes after that, cops show up. And I'm kind of just peering my head out, being like, what's going on? Because I'm a nosy motherfucker. And eventually I start to hear screaming like, you don't fucking understand, blah, blah, blah. And once my mom and Nicole come back, apparently the mom shows up. She seems not all fucking there. Like, she's drugged or fucking high out of her mind. And, like, she didn't want to fucking go at all. She started cussing at the cops. The cops were just doing their thing. And apparently this chick didn't even know the day, month, or even year it was, but she knew Trump was the president. That's about as much as this chick knew.
So she's known the last 2 years.
Yeah, but she didn't know. I'm just like, man, this could be like a whole fucking another Amanda Berry kind of thing. So that's why I'm just like, I didn't fucking like this. I didn't like hearing this because it just was rubbing me the wrong way. I wanted to help. Be like, I don't want a fucking Amanda Berry situation like 10 doors down from my fucking mom's.
Oh, when you say the guy kept her, okay,
her and
right by Mike's
But
house.
then I was
You know
thinking,
that was right
maybe
by
this
Mike's
girl is like refusing to take her medicine because she's like, bipolar or something like that. So it was like my rational thinking started to kick in. I was like, it wasn't a good situation, and pretty much in the end, I think she got taken to the hospital.
So the cops came though.
Yeah, the cops did come.
The cops. It
Yeah,
was
'cause my
it was
mom
smart
called.
on your mom's decision.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the
But
day,
it
when
was-
it comes to minors, that was fucking nuts.
But it's apparently I think she was 18 though. So she wasn't really a minor, but I don't fucking know.
So she could have been high on her own.
She could, yeah, she didn't know, but I mean, if you don't feel fucking safe.
If you say my mom has
Oh.
been drugging me, I need help.
Also, like
Well,
when my Nicole was there, she was like, what was it? Like, I tried to tell my dad, but he just laughs about it. I was like,
Gee.
wow.
Well, part of the issue might be is if she does have some kind of mental disorder, she might not want to take her medication, and
Yeah.
that's maybe why she
that makes
felt
it-
like her parents were
Right.
drugging her.
True.
Oh, that's true.
Or it could, but you never know, right?
Yeah, no, I
You
know.
never
Like,
fucking
it's
know.
a crazy fucking world.
It was like
right?
even after this all happened, like a half hour after, I'm just like, this is still fucking with me. I can't get past this. I can't keep thinking about what just happened.
Yo, I don't want to dampen the mood, but
Oh, from that wonderful
I'll brighten it
story?
up after.
No.
I'll
No,
brighten
hold
it
on.
up.
I didn't
So-
mean to bring this down. I just want to talk about it.
I'm about to dampen the mood a little more.
And I'm gonna bring
so
it up.
I was
Watch.
the other day. I was scrolling through Facebook, and I told Joe this because it fucked me up. I was scrolling through Facebook, and I saw this thing where this lady had taken her dog over to a guy to train the dog, and he essentially bullshitted her for 2 months. And when she tried to pick up the dog, he's like, "Oh, the dog got bit by a snake, and it's dead."
the
And
fuck?
he wouldn't turn in over any vet information as to cause of death. He said he buried the dog, but
We need
there
a
was
fart
no
mic.
grave, things like that. So it was really sad, right? And the hashtag that she had made was Justice for Otis or Justice for dog. I don't remember what the name of the dog.
I think
was.
it's Otis. You were
Okay.
right. It's Otis.
So. Well, Otis, because we were watching a show, and that's the name I
oh,
remember.
really?
Yeah. So either way, Justice for whatever. And I looked, and I backed up, and I was like, I want to actually share this to Ashley and a bunch of my friends or whatever. But I backed up too far, so I couldn't find the article again.
Oh.
So I went to Google and I looked it up, and I found another one. But it was about this fucking guy, dude, that essentially tortured animals. And the only reason they found him was because they found a pit bull in a suitcase stabbed 50 times. And
What the
I was
fuck?
like, what the fuck? Yeah, this happened a year or two ago. And I was like, what the fuck? And when they went to talk to this guy, because they found some information on fingerprinting and stuff like that, and they found him in one of their databases because he had been part of domestic violence and stuff like that. So they found him, and they went to find him. They found a bunch of animals essentially that have been tortured. Dude, I read up on this, and they had released information about the crime scene, dude, and it fucked me to the point where I turned off my phone and I went, I can't keep reading this. Like, it gave me an anxiety attack.
Was he was he a serial killer that was just taking his aggression out on the animals instead?
I don't know, dude, but all I know is that he was torturing animals. And like I can't like, and he was like how they described it. It was graphic. Like I went to Joe and I said, I came downstairs, turned my Xbox on, and I was talking to Joe. I was like, I can't play video games right now. I need to talk to somebody. And I was talking to him, and I was like, and I'm just scrolling through the fucking like the dashboard of the games and just like going up and down on them because I just like thinking about it now, dude. It fucking gives me anxiety. Like this guy was a fucking monster, man. It just fucked me up. I figured like dampen the mood. But go ahead, brighten it up because it fucked me.
So what? Well, I don't mind. I think it's bright. But like when you were talking, Darian, I had this whole like premise from M. Night Shyamalan movie, where like you know how like people who take meds for specific reasons.
Yeah.
But the whole premise of this M. Night Shyamalan movie is is like either a person or a group of people who don't want to take their meds because plot twist. They're the people that are actually normal, and everybody else is crazy.
So that's a game called We Happy Few.
No, fuck that. That game sucks.
I mean, I want to try it. I gotta download it.
No,
I
that's a
wanna give
shitty
it shot.
game. You can try it out, but it's a shitty game.
5%
Why,
alcohol.
did you already go through it?
It tastes like...
I played it. Yeah, I played it, and I was
I
like,
like it.
I didn't like it
You
at
should
all,
try
man.
one of the
I don't know
other
what it
ones
is.
if you
I
don't
don't.
like
I don't
it.
really
It seems
remember.
very Bioshock-ish, and I'm big into Bioshock.
When I have
That-
another
that's
one,
what
I
I thought
really
it was like. I thought, I never got into Bioshock. Let me get on this bandwagon before it takes off, and this bandwagon
Justice
became a
for
pig
One,
cart.
one, one
I
of
got
the
you.
one of the things that I wanted to say, how he kind of brought up like the Amanda Berry thing, Seymour Avenue. Like I think,
Amanda, please.
I think that was the same street where they pulled all those bodies out of the house too.
Yeah,
Oh my
it was
God.
close. It was close. It was like the same neighborhood area.
All right.
No, I think it was the same street because they ripped down
You
like
had- there was-
three or four
there was
houses on that
two
street.
sickos that lived, like two sadistic, evil people that lived on the same
Yeah.
street at the same time.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name. What the?
Hey, so
I don't
moving
care about the guy's
past
name.
that, I have a new game for us. Well, not really a game, but a new topic for Reddit. And it's called, instead of the Ask Reddit that I usually find, this one's going to go a little bit longer, and I apologize, but it is a Reddit thread called Am I the Asshole? And it's people going to the internet and asking if they're the assholes in their situations. If they're the asshole, or the other person's an asshole, or
like
nobody's an asshole, right? So I'm gonna read one, and I'm cutting some of it out because it's a lot of these are usually long because these people have to explain everything that are going.
You're giving
through
us
to-
the footnotes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to give you the footnotes, and this is one of the longest ones because I
So
didn't
we're
want to
gonna
pick a long
figure
one.
out
So
essentially.
we're gonna pick to see if this person's the asshole or if their other person's the
Okay,
asshole. Okay.
okay.
So this is posted by a card90, and it asks, "Am I the asshole for getting angry at my SO, which is their significant other, when being told to shave? Hi, I'm 28. Have been with my SO for 3 years, and we have a great solid relationship. At the moment, it's long distance, but we'll be reunited soon. However, as with all relationships, we have our disagreements. But sometimes, so I cut some of it. Sometimes I like to grow a little bit of my beard and see how it looks. I just don't care to shave, and so it grows a little bit. Having said that, I'm almost always clean shaven. So the thing is, my SO doesn't like it when I don't shave. She's very, very, very vocal about not liking that. I would understand if she were her next to me. If she was here next to me, they misspelled. And she didn't like the feeling of the beard, which is why I never let it grow when we were in the same city. But now we're in long distance, so she doesn't even have to deal with it. It's been growing for a week, and she's been complaining nonstop multiple times a day, and certainly every time I try to send her a nice picture. It annoys me to no end because I don't really like being told what to do with my body. Maybe I'm being immature or whatever, especially if it's within reason. I'm not getting a full body dragon tattoo. The beard can be shaving in 5 minutes and it's gone. So every time she tells me that I should shave because I'm ugly with my beard, and she says that it looks like I'm overweight or something offensive along those lines, I cut contact with her for a while. I think it's the only way to let her really understand that I don't like it or accept this behavior. Am I the asshole?
No.
Not at all.
So go one person. You guys. So who do you think is the asshole in this situation?
I think she is.
Right. I mean I agree, but why?
I mean, because it's his body. He can do what he wants. He can just be like, I just want to grow a beard out. And I mean, she doesn't have to be like, you're ugly and you're overweight, you're fat if you have a beard.
Right. She really is insulting him. and it's fucked up.
Exactly. She's insulting him. And I mean, I feel he should do whatever he wants. If he wants to grow a beard, grow a beard. But I
Right.
think she's the asshole for trying to be controlling enough, be like, you can't do this to your own body.
Right, especially you're long distance too, dude.
Exactly.
Like it's fun.
Long distance. Exactly.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say she's not being seen with him. So even if she was selfish and she was like, I need to keep up my appearances. It's like you're not going out with him like physically, so nobody knows what your boyfriend looks like or what your significant other looks like, and if he wants a beard, they're looking at his face. They're not looking at her face.
Right.
So it's very rude that she said that you look ugly and fat.
Right.
And it's like
I think
if somebody
it's
said
her
that,
trying to get into his mind to just get like to get him
Troll
to
him.
do what she wants.
Exactly.
Not even trolling. It's
controlling.
manipulating.
Yeah,
It's
manipulating.
controlling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an unhealthy relationship.
It
Yeah.
can't. It
And
can lead to an.
My
Make it
guess
down
my guess is, first off, dude, do whatever the fuck you want. Fuck
Right.
that bitch. You're not getting any puss. The other thing is,
More puss.
I'll bet you any money she's catfishing you, and that bitch is fat as shit. That's why she's calling
Well,
you
no,
fat.
they've been together, but they're
Fuck.
long distance.
She's
now.
probably
She's
fat
pro-
now.
Or she probably on somebody else's dick, to be honest.
Oh God.
I'm just saying.
he probably
Hold on, let me finish my fucking thing. You guys got to say your shit. I'm just saying, dude,
Give
fucking
your
find
balls a tug,
yourself
man.
a good bitch. Fuck her. That bitch is a bitch. That's all I gotta say.
All right. How about you, Joe?
So I don't think she's an asshole. I think she's a cunt. Because what the fuck, dude? It'd be one thing if you had a specific opinion, but you guys are there with each other, and she's like, "I just don't like your beard. It gives me a rash, whatever." Right? You guys are together, whatever. I don't give a fuck about it.
on my vagina.
Whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't
there's
care.
different
What-
things he could do to it.
Let me talk.
Well, maybe if you give...
But
Wasn't me, but if you...
If they set that android free, it will be the end of all of us! No!
yeah, that's fine. But like being long distance, and you're like, "Oh no, I don't like it," and I'm gonna insult you. Like, dude, you're a cunt. Like, I'm sorry. If you would do that to me, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. You want to call me fat? Someone's getting this fat dick, bitch. Not you. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be telling you that. Bye.
Joe probably leaned towards me when he farted, so I'm getting.
I
the
feel
brunt
like
of
you're
it.
stinking yourself out because
Yeah,
we don't
'cause-
smell
yeah,
it
we don't
anyway.
smell
smells it, man.
Well, I don't smell it now, but it smelled. I caught a whiff and then a little whiff. Fuck you. You're not seeing shit. You're not seeing shit, Joe. You know how I
I'll
know
be
it's
honest
you?
with you.
You know how
I did
know-
fart.
Yeah, there you go.
But they didn't smell it. So,
right,
and you
that's why I
farted
said you
too.
leaned- I didn't fart.
Didn't you?
I'd admit if I farted.
I swear to God, before I farted, I saw you go, whoo. And I was like, oh, I mean, if he's doing it.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm the only one.
Let's
that
all let
hasn't
our little
ripped
gas.
We need to have a
Yeah.
conversation about the appropriateness of farts.
I already sent you a video about it.
Anyways,
I want to say, with that, we all agree that his girlfriend is the asshole. And I want to say
Cunt.
thank you to our audience for listening to the Designated Drinkers podcast. Yeah, Nick, what's up?
I just want to say, I think she wants him to shave his beard because the dude that she's fucking on the side probably has a beard and looks like him.
Or
Oh, shit.
maybe
She's like, shave your beard. You look like the dude that I'm banging right now.
maybe she's a lesbian and doesn't like men.
maybe he looks like a woman without his beard.
Yeah, because I
you
mean,
look manly with your beard. You should shave it off.
Yeah.
yeah. That's,
All right,
that's
anyways,
what it
thank
is.
you for listening to the Designated Drinkers podcast. My name is Carlo.
Joe.
Tom.
Nick.
And Darren.
We are the Designated Drinkers.
Keep on drinking.
Okay,
I
bye now.
fucking hate you.
I thought when you said it, I thought everybody was going to say it. I don't
God.
know.
Can't wait. I wanna meet my mouth. They'll get me through the evening now, baby, there's no doubt. You know they love to party. They wanna twist and shout. I've got 6 friends in the fridge to help me out.
This has been a Fat Lowell's Radio production. To hear more shows like this, go to soundcloud.com/Fat Lowell's Radio.
Damn
Wait,
it.
are we doing D&D?
Oh, yeah, we are.
I gotta fucking piss, dude.
Go
oh,
ahead.
my God, I
We'll get
forgot.
ready.
We are all doing D&D again.
Yes.
the dice?
There's a dice right behind you that I put up right there.
got one.
Okay.
All right, guys. Sorry, I forgot about that. Nick, you're new. So what we do for
I'm
D&D...
not new. I just
No, you're new to this.
Oh.
You haven't been here from when we did D&D. So what we do now is right at the end of the episode, he'll put on the music or whatever, and then we play Dungeons and Dragons. But we play a little modified version of Dungeons and Dragons called Dungeonish. So how it works, essentially, is we play for about 10, 15 minutes. I roll the dice. You tell me what. I tell you what's going on. You tell me what you want to do. I roll the dice to see if it works. And the higher the dice roll is, the more likely it is to work. That's about it. So last time that we played, Joe, do you remember what we did? Because I fucking don't.
So the last episode.
Oh, you guys were fighting on orc.
Yeah, nothing really got done. We killed the orcs, and then. So you guys argued about the kneecap thing, which I don't want to get into. Don't fucking argue about it. Don't even talk. I saw you fucking looking at Nick. You better shut your little Peruvian ass. You know what you were going to do. You're going to be like,
The orc
okay,
was
Nick.
immobilized.
No.
Let's just
Shh,
be like
shh,
that.
shh. And you too. Shh. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
More fiber in your life.
Doesn't matter. I don't care. Either way.
Poop stains all on the bottom of that bowl.
Clean your poop shit.
Let's just
clean,
not talk-
clean your poop stains when we're done with the
happens.
podcast.
I
Because
tried to pee
that's
'em off.
rude. It's rude that you leave your poop stains
That
in my
happens
toilet
sometimes.
and you don't clean them off,
Listen.
and then later I have to clean them off.
Have you ever tried to do that?
I
Like
got you,
try to
Joe.
pee
I'm
the
gonna
stain off?
Thanks, man.
I got you, Joe. I'm gonna
Okay.
get off
Hit it
the-
with the solid stream so this way it washes
I
it away.
fucking try it every time, but most of the time it doesn't work, and I have to clean up his poop
Dude, that's
stains.
because you need more fiber.
What do you
It's
eat,
too
Joe?
soft.
Sticky poop.
It's too soft.
maybe I'm
You
not
got to
eating
make that
enough
poop a little bit harder so this way it doesn't
Bro,
lose stains.
you gotta make
It
that poop
bounces
great
off
again.
of the porcelain
Little bit
instead.
farther.
So last episode
Cracking toilets.
that was
Fucking
on,
orcs.
we had these guys were fighting orcs. You're not on there just yet, but we'll add you in just a few moments. All right. So last time on Designated Wankers, we had our group of heroes was in a town attack. The town, they were fucking off in a tavern, and the town began being attacked by orcs. They rushed outside, except Tom tried to kill himself a bunch of times, but didn't work because his character didn't want to die for some reason.
Yeah, he does.
Don't worry, Joe. I got you.
Thanks, man.
Did you really?
Yes.
So for audience
I got you,
listeners,
bud.
Darian just came in and said he got him, and now the poop stain is gone.
The highest of 5.
Here we go, man. Damn.
Whatever.
I started it though.
Hey,
Wait.
I couldn't finish it.
I didn't have to piss as much as you.
All right.
No,
Either
just
way,
a nice,
so
good, solid
you guys
hard
are
spoon.
outside of a tavern,
Yes, the
and you
tavern.
are fighting orcs at the moment. You are not there just yet. So, what do you guys do?
Paint the
You're
s-
fighting a bunch of orcs. One had took
I
an
think
arrow to the
we-
knee that doesn't
we killed
bother
one
him.
orc. We
'cause
killed
he's an
one.
orc.
We're not going to
killed-
get on this fucking topic
We already
again.
talked about it. Shut the fuck up.
I told them to shut the fuck
I think
up.
we killed one and...
They're dead. They're
Oh,
dead.
all 3 dead?
They're all dead.
They're all dead.
They're all dead. You know why I know they're all dead? Because then I teabagged Tom and I shit on his chest and then you came on his face. So yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, all
I
of
don't
a sudden-
remember any of this.
Yeah, neither do I. All of a sudden, you see a half orc man appear from the streets holding a club, going, "Die, orcs!" As he comes outside, he's only wearing a loincloth, and that's you, Nick. You see him, and he sees you guys, and he looks at you and goes, "Die, orcs!" What do you guys do?
I go up to him and I say, "Kill me!"
You can't, because you realize they're humans, and you look at him and you see the mantle of a man that's undying. That means he can't die.
I try to kill myself.
You puncture your stomach with your dagger and you twist it all around like seppuku style. You fall to the ground. You see your goddess. She goes, "Not your time, bro." All of a sudden, you're back with 1 HP. Shoot.
I mean, my health apparently doesn't fucking matter, so I'm not that worried about it.
I mean, you have 1 now, so if you're hit once, you're gonna go down.
Oh, sweet. All right.
So either way, you find them, and what do you say to them, Nick? You find a group of people, and they're fighting these orcs that are raiding your hometown.
Mm-hmm. What do I say to him?
Yes.
I'd say step aside.
Step aside.
Let me show you how it's done.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you, bitch.
As you do that, a band of orcs comes at you, and they're like, "Blood traitor! What have you done? You're a traitor to our people."
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Are they in kindergarten?
You see orcs in front of you.
I'd say stop talking to me, and I'd just start beating their heads in with
Okay.
my club.
Oh, you see 3 of them. You club one in the face and punch one in the dick. And they both fall to the ground. You're able to club them in the head and kill them both.
Mm-hmm.
You feel powerful as blood and guts are all over your face. You roar this mighty roar. What do you guys do?
Do that to me.
How many orcs are there again?
There is one more orc left, but he is running away.
I
The
seduce
one
him.
with the arrow in his knee?
You seduce him?
I seduce him.
Okay, what do you say? Because this orc is running away from you.
I don't know. Just,
Well,
I just seduce
you
him.
can't just seduce him.
I seduce
You gotta
him.
say, what do you say to him?
Hey, big boy, how you doing? Get back here.
He looks back at you and he stops it a little bit. He's like, maybe? But you're like a 4.
If he stopped while he stopped, I go, shouldn't have looked back for some cock, and I throw my tomahawk at him.
You throw your tomahawk at his face, and he falls to the ground and dies.
Yeah.
All right, what are you guys doing? The town is being raided by orcs.
Well, we just killed the orcs that were right by us.
Good job. You want a cookie?
I'd
there's
say
more.
Come on, guys, let's go hunt down the rest.
All right.
right,
What are you guys gonna follow him?
Yeah. So we'll go in groups. Tom goes by himself because he wants to get killed.
I try to cut my wrist.
You cut your wrists and you fall to the ground, bleeding and dying. Yes. You die.
Yes!
And then you see your goddess, and she goes, "Not your time
God
yet, bro.
damn it!
It's not your time just yet."
He's really trying hard.
And she brings you back to life. She says, "My name is America, by the way."
America?
Yeah. America, the goddess of truth.
Slit my throat.
You're up, but it's not your turn.
Fuck
It's their
her.
turn.
Bro, you're in God mode right now. I don't know why you're so mad.
It's called, he has the mantle of the undying. For some reason, you look at him and see that though he might hurt himself and kill himself, he might never die.
Dude, I've seen what's going on with you. You know what you need? You need a little bit of this good old Satan hash.
I smoke it.
Okay, here you go.
You give him a blunt, and it looks malevolous.
I rolled that shit up with Alice Cooper and Ozzy Osbourne.
You smoking it?
I smoked the whole thing.
Oh, 20! You smoke the whole thing and then eat the ashes. Your body begins burning and you grow horns and wings, and it hurts just to move every single fiber of your being.
Damn, Julian, nice.
Try to kill myself now.
You can't. Your body can't move. Now, what are you guys doing? You guys are going to find more orcs? Correct?
Yes, find
Yeah.
more orcs.
All right, so you begin...
While Satan himself is spawning to our left.
Right, you begin walking towards the middle of the town, where you hear the most noises. As you begin getting closer, are you going in guns blazing? What are you doing? I need a little
we
more
don't
info
have
from you
guns.
guys.
I have a club.
Yeah.
I have a bow and arrow.
All right,
it's a
so
saying.
so wait, so they're just out. The orcs are around
You
the
see
area.
everybody being you see everybody being crowded together
Okay,
into the middle of the town.
guys.
They're being herded?
They're
Like
being
the people
herded.
of town?
Yeah, the people of the town are being herded together.
All right, I tell you guys, let's go for the leader. If we cut off the head of the snake, the rest of it dies.
All right,
All right, let's.
I'll
So
follow your lead because I'm smoking my blunt. I don't care.
You look back at your friend Tom's character. What's your character's name again?
Julian.
You look at Julian, and he is fucking. He looks like a demon right now. He's got horns, and like his body looks like if you stabbed at it, it would definitely not cut.
Wait. Do I have talons?
Yes, you do.
This is going to be fun. I fly in.
All right, you begin flying,
do we find the?
and you're able to take your wings and use your wings properly. You like that. You feel good.
I go, caw.
You go caca, and you fly directly at the crowd. You see a bunch of orcs rally together and begin begin forming together like a formation. And a guy at the front, which you all believe might be the leader, tells them, "Hold! Wait for him!"
I swing down and fucking grab him with my claws.
That guy?
Yeah.
All right, but first they're gonna attack you. They all hit you. You fall down to the ground,
Damn it.
dying once more. You fall, and you're filled with arrows. And that's your turn for now.
Guys, this is a great distraction. Let's use it to our advantage. As they're distracted, I would like to see if we can try to get the townsfolk out of the area.
The townsfolk?
Yeah.
The townsfolk are all behind, and you guys are in the same direction that they're facing. So you would have to go around. So you would have to sneak around. You want to do that?
Yeah, while this is happening, I want to sneak around.
Okay. You feel very sneaky. You see your friend crouch and hide behind a crate. Do you call for your friends?
I go, monkey see, monkey do. If you're not a monkey, how about you? And then look at Darren in the water.
Do you guys want to follow him?
Yeah, I'll follow.
I'm not following.
Okay, so Darren, you're going to follow him. And you get up and you go, yeah, I'll follow you. And he screams.
I never get a good roll. It's just
You
never
can
happens.
follow him, but you're standing up.
I never,
You see your
it
friend.
just
He's
doesn't
not
happen.
being stealthy one bit, but it's your turn now. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go with my knife and cut the horns off of Julian's head because I want the Satan
You
powers.
don't have a knife. You have a club.
Okay, I'm gonna go snap them off with my clubs.
So you're gonna go towards you're gonna go try to take Julian's head off.
No, just one of the horns.
Oh sure. You rush towards Julian's punctured body filled with arrows.
I kick him with my talons.
You're down.
It's my reaction to him rushing me.
You run towards him. He rolled a 1. You run towards him, trip on your face, and fall on his junk. You go, oh no! You wake up at that moment. All the arrows fall off your body as your goddess goes, dude, come on. I'm going to keep doing this because it's really funny to me.
I immediately come.
You do.
Oh, you just got the
wait,
money shot.
Hang on. I have to roll the dice to see if he really does come. He does not come.
Oh!
He does not, but he does make grunts. You're gonna have to get closer.
Oh God!
The orcs see you and they surround both of you. As they surround both of you, we're gonna go back to these guys.
So are you gonna finish or like?
Joe,
About half
what
chub right
what are
now.
you gonna do?
Okay, so since now I'm assuming the bad guys, the orcs, are really distracted.
You kind of.
Okay, I'm starting to lead townsfolk out. I wanna try to
All
lead
right.
them out.
This was all part of the
I
plan.
love how Joe's the only
You
one
begin
playing.
herding townsfolk out of the middle of the town. What do you tell them?
Okay, so I have my blunt in my mouth, and then I signal to what's your character's name again, Darian?
I don't even know my
Actually,
character's
Joe,
name.
Yeah,
you've been
what?
smoking for a while. I'm gonna roll to see if you get too high.
But I'm Ricky. I never get high.
Yeah, it's like cigarettes, dude.
We'll call me Bubbles.
No. It's been a while. I'm gonna roll to see if you get too high.
Okay.
There's no such thing.
I just rolled a natural.
I commit suicide then. I cut my throat. I don't want to play a game like this.
You go, hey everyone, come this way, and you fall down to the ground.
This is not. I don't like this.
I'm sorry.
Commit
That's just
suicide.
how the dice roll.
That's
Okay, well, since
You see your partner fall down to the ground.
since
too
Ricky's so
high, too high
high,
to move.
I take everybody out into the
You
direct
begin
them away.
leading them. Do you
I'm
do
leading
so
them away.
stealthily, or you just yell for them?
stealthily. Give me a 20.
Oh,
17.
you are sneaky enough to drag your friend and go. What do you say to him as he falls down to the ground? And
Don't worry, bro. I got you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna put your balls in his mouth, but whatever.
No, we're homies. We don't
Lost
do that shit to each
opportunity.
We're
other.
homies.
Lost opportunity. Anyways, Joe, you're struggling with your weed, and you're like, you can't tame me, bitch. You can't tame me at all.
Yeah.
I'm the master,
I'm
right?
the master, yeah,
Say
yeah.
it. Say it.
I'm the master.
Say, no, that's not good enough.
That's not good. I'm the master.
Say it with your chest.
I'm the master.
And you wake up getting rid of that high.
Chicken nuggets.
It's gonna take way more power to get him high next time. Now, you wake up and you realize that you're both your friend and your acquaintance are surrounded by orcs, and the townfolk are actually out. Now.
You know what? That makes me mad. I go into a fucking rage.
You go into barbarian rage. Boo, boo, boo. What are you doing?
What?
What are you gonna do now?
Oh, I fucking take my tomahawks and I go, not today, bitches. And then I swing my tomahawks right at the enemy's face, and then I lunge towards them with my great axe.
You lunge towards a group, like the group that's surrounding, and you carve a hole on the crowd of orcs. As you see this, you both see a chance to both fight and escape. What do? You're surrounded by orcs at the moment.
Well, I'd wipe my mouth off first.
Roll to see if he wipes his mouth off.
No, he can do that. That's fine.
And then I'll stand up and help him up as well.
All right, you help him up.
And then I ask him, "Dude, you want to fight?"
Sure, I pull out my cock and start jerking off towards the orcs.
They take a step back. They're like, ah! That gives you a chance to attack if you want to.
I shoot a stringy load at them.
No, it's gonna take you more than one round. It's gonna take you more than one. Hey, man.
No, it's not. I'm quick.
Not quick enough.
So
So
You
what's the
gotta be quicker
question?
than that.
Can never do
Do
it.
you attack
It
first?
gives you a chance to
Oh,
attack them because they took a step back because they saw him pull his demon cock out.
well,
out of love.
I bend my club into a boomerang and I throw it.
You bend your club. You bend your club
You
into
made
a
a fucking
boomerang.
makeshift boomerang.
Yeah.
He rolled a 19. I can't say no to him.
You can't.
Well,
I mean, you
I
could
throw
say-
it like towards them, and it's a heavy object, so it's like going around.
You hit 2 of them and they like conk and fall
Just
to
2
the
out of a
ground.
19.
Yeah, 2 out of the 19. I'm sorry. You rolled too low for that.
I thought, okay.
Well, you rolled too low. I'm giving you 2 out of 20 people. That's better than nothing. Either way, back to you guys. Joe,
Right.
you are carving at the crowd. You kill a couple of them. What do you want to do?
I aim my eyes towards the leader.
You aim your eyes towards the leader. He is actually outside the crowd, so you don't see him.
Okay. Oh, so like the crowd of orcs or the...
Yeah, the crowd of orcs.
Okay. Then I
He's
would...
trying to rally them together.
Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to like keep fighting, but like for a split second, I take one of the orcs in front of me, grab him by like each side of his like mouth, and then I rip him apart, and then like very like 1980s like WWE style.
You rip him apart.
Cool. I like point at the lead orc like I'm Macho Man Randy Savage, and I'm like,
You there, brother? You think you can handle the Macho Man Ricky Savage? I'm gonna take your orcs and I'm gonna fuck them until there's nothing left in my sack, you little bitch.
and then I keep killing them all.
You managed to take down 2 more orcs as you're saying this, to the point where the crowd has dispersed. It's breaking down into clusters of orc groups, kind of rallying and running at the same time because he has intimidated them enough, which gives you all a chance to attack them now. So do you guys want to do that, or what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna throw my boomerang club.
You're gonna throw your boomerang club at them. You hit a whole cluster of orcs that is like about like 10 of them. You like conk them in a pump. They all fall down to the ground unconscious.
All right, I shoot an arrow at the leader.
The
Aimed
leader,
right at the forehead.
The leader is you see him because he's got a red eye. It's very demonic. You hit him in his chest. He falls to the ground a little bit, dying slowly, and he goes, "You can't take me!" And he pokes his own eye.
Oh shit.
I fly up and I grab him with my talons.
You lunge at him with your talons. You grab him. You pick him up.
And rip him in half.
You attempt to rip him in half, but your strength isn't enough. He has already poked his eye, and his body begins convulsing as you are flying in the air. And
Drop him down by me.
I go up real high and then I drop him down by Joe.
Okay, the whole time he does it, I'm like readying, like I'm gonna give him like the sweet chin music.
yeah, as he flies really high up in the air, and as he lets him go,
Yeah.
you see the orc leader's body begin
Okay.
changing mid-air
Okay.
into this red Hulk.
It doesn't matter.
looking
It
thing.
doesn't scare me.
He lands
I'm gonna sweet chin music.
and hits you straight in the face.
Oh!
Pop! He fucking like cracks you in the mouth.
He cracks me in the mouth, but I like do the Hulk Hogan, and I don't let it phase me. I'm
Okay,
just like,
yeah.
I'm just like no.
All right.
But I want him to keep hitting me.
All right. He misses.
Do it again.
He hits.
Do it again.
He hits.
Do it one more time.
He misses.
I point right at him and I go, no! And then I throw, and then I smack my axe right into his chest.
All right.
When I
You smack your axe in his chest, but his skin is too hard to penetrate with just your axe. While that's happening, what are you guys doing? Who's going first?
I shoot a flaming arrow.
You
into
shoot
his
another
eye.
arrow at him.
Out of his demonic eye.
You are behind him, so you cannot. You can shoot him in the back of the head, and you hit him.
Okay.
You hit him. It stabs at him. It takes him a second to realize he's been stabbed with another arrow. How about you, Nick?
I sneak up and I take his red eyeball.
You need a 20 for that one, buddy.
You jump on his back, attempting to grab at his eyeball, but you can't. You can't seem to get a grip on his body as he's moving around. What do you do, Nick?
All right.
I mean, Tom.
All right,
sorry.
Talon. Do
So
your shit.
I swoop down, I go, "Caw-caw!" and I grab him by his face with my talons.
You attempt to grab him on his face and he grabs you midair and swoops down like the Hulk in the Avengers movie, and he hits you once and hits you twice, hits you down 3 times, and you
I say, kill me!
He's like, I'm trying! Joe, it's your turn.
Do I have any more of my tomahawks?
You have one more tomahawk. You've
All
used
right.
most of them.
All right,
It's a tomahawk, but the shape of a cock.
Oh, I figured
A
that.
bent cock?
I don't know. Carlos the one who came up with it. I take my last tomahawk and I look at it like I'm about to kiss it, but then I go, ugh. and then I aim for his red eye and I throw it right dead at that area.
I'm throwing in this dice in front of everybody. You don't hit him. He grabs it midair
Those
and
wires.
throws it back at you. He hits you straight in the chest.
Oh, no.
He's like, who's getting fucked now, little boy?
Oh.
All right, who wants to go?
I'll go.
All right.
Um,
You're on his back right now. You're riding the wave.
and I say, with all the orc powers from above, grant me the strength to take him down and take his throne.
You feel Orcus blessings giving you a +5 on this next roll. You feel and you scream a roar. Go ahead. 15! You grab his eye! You fucking yank it out of his face! He screams as his body becomes like a little limp baby and it's just skin and bones and he falls to the ground dead.
Wait, before he dies, I hover over him and I go, I'm a real American. And then that song plays.
Cliffhanger!
I am a real American. Come on, boys. Fight for the rights of I can't put it in, so we gotta sing it. I am a real American.
Thank you for joining the
Fight for
Designated
your
Drinkers
right.
Dungeon-ish.
Fight for your right.
We're gonna keep playing even if you don't fucking like it. Fuck you. But if you do, thank you for listening. We'll play again next episode. Thanks again, guys.